Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ducks will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Wormley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. Has the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
To throw, it's Mayava. The sure hands, it's Lemon. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
It was jarring to think of USC in the Big Ten, but a year after Caleb Williams, even more problematic, the number of losses. It's year 4 under Lincoln Riley, and they need some improvement.
And it's got to come on offense, ironically enough. That's one thing that you're used to saying about Lincoln Riley. They're constantly explosive. Quarterbacks are always winning Heisman trophies. That wasn't the case. That consistency wasn't there, David, and they need to get back to that.
Yeah, I'm so used to watching them just explode and then take people apart. And last year started hot with LSU, but then they fell off the rails. So do they get that explosive nature back? And is USC the brand? Is it going to be back, or does it mean worse things for that coaching staff?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. And the Trojans get enough to move the chains.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. To back and leaves it. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground pack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Going to the run. It's Whittington. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Lemon. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready.
Breaks into the open. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he's going to put up Heisman numbers.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Moving away from pressure. On a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
To the air, it's Mayava. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown USC! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That's caught. It's Hughes. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds man by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Moore to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pocket breaking down. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Moore will throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wants to go up top. Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw. The DB jumped all over that.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Making side adjustments here. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The give. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Moore to the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Into the secondary on the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. and you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
To start the drive from their own 22. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. And the recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs
from the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
We're efficient on third.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sends it back in motion. Where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Sends it downfield. Catch in stride inside the 15.
touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Fox. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Oregon! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Fox. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He wants to change this route. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Still on his feet at the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Moore to the air. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanders. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. their own 49. Looking for space. It's Hughes.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end now in motion. Trying to get the corner. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And the Ducks are on the move.
Let's go! Under!
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And that's really good 3rd down defense. You've given up some yards. Who cares? Down here right near the goal line, you bow your neck up. You force the 4th down. Nice job breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Looking downfield, it's Fox. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
defense, man. They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Under fire. Right on target this time. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Pulls it in. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Fires it incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Got it near midfield. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the ups. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Snagged out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback running on the draw. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. A field goal is not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Off-play action. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Handoff, keep working on that clock. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Caught behind the line. It's Hughes. Breaks the tackle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield to a first.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. All by himself down the middle. The 20, 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track in Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he has open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Wormley. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Fox. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this pro. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Has it back, and here comes the offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Give to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Line gets set, first down. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Now facing a 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College